Hello and welcome to the final round of the World Touring Masters Season 2, part of the Touring Pro Series and supported by Race Department. And we're here for race 12 and round 9 at Mount Panorama through 300 kilometres around this iconic circuit. And it's Toby Davis who took pole position. Alongside him was Jesper Torborg. Third was Chris Butcher. Fourth, Aaron Musbera, making it 4 Sierra Cosworths in the top 4. Fifth, Dave Lars. Sixth, Nielsen. Seventh was Ivo Simons. 8th, Ben Crooks. 9th, Adam Vaughan, and 10th, Tommy Ojala. The championship's going down between Toby Davis, Peter De Villar and Ben Crooks. Here we now at the standing start after the formation lap, and away they go. Toby Davis pole sitter on the right, Torborg on the left. Looks like Torborg got this slightly better jump there, the secondary jump, and away he goes. Torborg takes the lead. Up the inside trying to go is Chris Butcher, mounted the curb there as they all fly through. Oh, who's that off in the background? It's Ivo Simons, I think, just steering off onto the runoff area on the pit entry as the whole field comes streaming over the hump at Mountain Straight. Jesper Torborg leads. Oh, he's gone too wide. Jesper Torborg's run slightly too wide at turn 2 at Griffin's Bend. Through goes Davis, and through I think has gone Butcher. Through goes Butcher as well. Torborg back from first to third. A small mistake on his opening lap here. It's Sierra Cosworths 1, 2, 3 and 4 as the field streams now down through the S's for the first time. Tom Drabble just about making it through there in the big Holden. Now following 9th place, Tommy Ojala in the chase. Just coming out of the chase, he's pursuing Eric Tveits in that Rover Vitesse. Side by side coming down to the final corner at Murray's, under the bridge. Right into the braking zone now. On the inside still is Eric Tveits. Around the outside goes Tommy Ojala. A great move there by Tommy to take the position away from Eric Tveits. Now this is Jay Adji involved in a whole pack of cars in 14th position. Ahead of them is Steve Davis. There's Matt Clark, Adam Vaughan, Tim Brook and Lee Palmer all involved. Tim's gone up the inside and he's nudged Jay Adji out of the way, sliding across, almost came back across the track there into traffic, but managed not to do so. Now lap 2, Ben Crooks versus Peter De Villar. These are two of the championship contenders. There's Tom Drabble in the Holden powering up alongside for a look as well. And around the outside goes Ben Crooks, gets ahead in the braking zone. Peter De Villar just manages to hold off, I think, Tom Drabble in the Holden. Yes, he does. And the front two of Butcher and Davis look like they've got away. Lap 3, Lee Palmer versus Gary Lennon. Lee in the BMW M3. Alpha is driven by Gary Lennon. Side by side through the chase. That is quick stuff, brave stuff. And Lennon is slightly deep on the brakes, runs wide onto the curb. Can Lee Palmer go around the outside and get the run down to Murray's corner? Oh, he can't. He just got the power on. Almost seemed to slide off the curb there. Not quite sure what happened, but he didn't take the position anyway. Now here's Ivo Simons recovering after that first lap incident where he saw him go slightly sideways and lose ground. He's coming up in behind Andy Oakley and Matt Clark as they both pull out to take advantage of the slower BMW M3 on the straight. Andy Oakley goes too deep on the brakes, almost takes out Matt Clark, and through goes Ivo Simons to take that position. Sat back and took the position away from the mistake made by Andy Oakley. Now here's two more Sierra Cosworths, Jeff Dobbing and Wayne Morgan. Wayne Morgan on the inside now, going into the chase, side by side chase again. This is great stuff. And he just about sees off Jeff into there. Braking for this chase. We see Lee Palmer's running slightly wide in the chase. But Morgan puts the power on too hard coming out of the chase, runs wide onto the grass and loses position once again to the mobile Sierra Cosworth of Jeff Dobbing. Now lap 5, out of the first corner, Hell Corner. Steve Davis versus Eric Tveits. In tow is Ole Marius Meervold in that powerful Honda. Down Mountain Straight they come. Eric Tveits has the run on Steve Davis with the extra power. Through goes Ole Marius Meervold on Davis as well. They're side by side into Griffin's Bend, and Steve Davis has lost 2 positions there. 2 of the more powerful cars down that straight. Now he's looking for a way past as they head into the mountain section. Here's this battle still raging on. Matt Clark and Ivo Simons have joined in also as well. Sideways on the entrance to for his elbow goes Eric Tveits, touching with Meervold. Touching again with Steve Davis as well, just about keeping out the way contact. Matt Clark looking for a way past his fellow M3 driver, and in the background is Ivo Simons looking for a way past both of them. He should be able to pass both of them down the straight. Side by side with the Holden and the Rover now. The Holden able to just hold off that Rover Vitesse down the straight. wants that extra power. Now around the outside, trying to go on the exit of the chase. He's run wide onto the grass. Not going to make it happen. Flashing lights in the background there. And they're side by side in the final corner once again. Eric's bike going for the outbreak manoeuvre. Now Mervold can get the power down. Can he get far enough ahead before the first corner? Down to hell corner they come. Will Eric's bike go for another move under the brake on the brakes? He will indeed. But Mervold should be able to get the power down mountain straight and just drive straight past the Norwegian. Here he comes. Steve Davis trying to follow along for the ride as well. Ivo Simons has got past Matt Clark in the background as more people have joined into this battle. 13th place, Ivo Simons on board with him. Conrad straight. This was earlier that we saw Ivo Simons in behind Matt Clark and Steve Davis. And they were side by side coming down the chase, and Ivo went straight past both of them. So Steve Davis got back past Ivo Simons at some point, and this is where how he did it. A great cutback manoeuvre by Steve Davis, just inching Ivo Simons slightly wide on the entrance to the chase, side by side on the exit. Very, very clean racing. Ivo looked for the inside into Morris, not quite able to outbrake the M3. It's very difficult to do so, of course. And Steve held the place just about, fighting fiercely in that little M3. Now here is that group of cars still. Mervold, Oakley, Lennon, and Matt Clark. Oh! Onto his roof goes Garrett, smack into the tyre wall. I'm not sure he'll be able to continue from that, as through comes Lee Palmer, almost taking him out. Not sure what happened there. Les Veit going through and sideways, side by side, bumping over the curbs at McPhilliamy. A very strange accident indeed. Off the track also went Andy Oakley, and almost hitting him was Lee Palmer. And Steve Davis there getting out of shape as he follows Ivo Simons. Almost sliding around is Eric Veit as he goes sideways down into the dipper. Through flies Ole Marius Mervold to take all those positions. Steve Davis squeezes through. Ivo Simons picks up one but drops two. There's Matt Clark trying to squeeze down the inside also. Lap 7. Aaron Maspero versus Ben Crooks. Ben Crooks drafting the Sierra. Lower drag of the Rover, helping it to pull up close to have a go, and Maspero runs wide at Griffin's Bend, and through goes Ben Crooks to take that position. That's putting another car between himself and Peter Davelaar, but Davelaar is still well positioned to take the championship overall. Who's that looking up ahead? It's Eric Veit. Out to the final corner. A great drive at the final corner there from Jay on Peter Bartfai. Past Eric Veit they go. Up the inside as well, Jay goes. That's two positions in just two corners. He'll be pleased with that as they head up Mountain Straight. But they're still side by side, still fighting back is Peter Bartfai, and also fighting back is Eric Veit with the extra power of the Rover. And the extra low drag as well. 3 abreast going into Griffin's Bend. This is dangerous stuff. Don't be on the outside here. Can Jay stick around the outside? He can. What a great move. Side by side still. Side by side. Sideways fight. Bartfai almost taking him out. Up to the cutting they come. This battle on board now with Peter Bartfai. In behind the Rover of Eric Veit, who smashes one wall then the other. And that's blown his engine. Huge plumes of smoke come out. Fire out of the engine of that Rover. And that is game over for Eric Veit. We saw him getting more and more ragged, and that's the end of his challenge and his race here today. Now lap 10, it's Aaron Maspero's and Peter Davelaar. Looks like Peter Davelaar's opportunity to get past Aaron Maspero now as well. You've seen Ben Crooks get past the Sierra Cosworth driver, and now he's taking that opportunity to do so as Aaron just goes slightly wide into the chase, looking up a tyre, and through squeezes the championship leader and the championship winner-elect. Lap 11. Toby Davis has a decent lead over the rest of the field. He's gone too fast into the S's. Oh, that's a big, big impact. As he tries to reverse back onto the track and drives straight in front of Chris Butcher, who can't quite avoid him. Side by side, these two out of here. That looks like huge damage there. But Toby Davis, he's got a puncher. You see the car dragging along the ground as he goes through the back of the circuit. That's how Jesper Torbog, of course, will catch right back up to these drivers once again. Well, that would have damaged his teammate Chris Butcher a little also. 11th place, Ole Marius Mervold still fighting with Matt Clark and Shell Stenbeck. Still entertaining us in that pink hole. And sideways! Oh, the Maris Melbourne is sideways! Out of McPhillips. Round and round they go. Shell Stenbeck also. Matt Clark just squeezes through. Through goes Jeff Dobbing and Jay Edgy. Doesn't look like too much damage there, but very dramatic indeed. Lap 12. Adam Vaughan now has caught up to Ola Marias Meervold. As a result of that, there's Shell Stenbeck in behind Lee Palmer. Adam Vaughan tracking the Holden through the top of the mountain. Such fast stuff through here. Oh, he's going to squeeze through the inside at Reed Park. What a superb move. Through McPhillips they go. That was a superb move there from Adam Vaughan. Lap 14 now. Toby Davis has got his puncture repaired, but he has not repaired the front of his car, and that's not helped his braking into there as Tom Gravel runs wide also as well. Out of shape they both get, but Toby Davis manages to stay on track and take position from Tom Gravel. This is important for his championship hopes, which are rapidly deteriorating with every lap that goes by. Here comes Tom Gravel now as there's a piece of bodywork on the straight there, and Tom Gravel's going to power past Toby Davis. Oh, contact there into Griffin's Bend. No need for that really, boys. Keep it nice and clean. And contact once again on the exit. Not quite sure what these guys are doing, but Tom Gravel's got the inside now for the cutting, trying to squeeze down the inside of the pole set to Toby Davis, who's recovering after a bad crash, of course, that we saw. Now lap 17. This is Chris Butcher, who's taken over the lead, of course, to Toby Davis. Just in the background there is Jesper Torborg. Down the chase. Down the chase goes, and out of the chase goes Chris Butcher through. He's going to come Jesper Torborg and take the lead. Chris Butcher did not get as much damage, it seems, as Toby Davis in that particular instance, but it's the same place for both of the good friends. They crashed at the same place. Now lap 19. Peter Davilar. He's behind Ben Crooks as they come out of the chase, sliding around and around is the Rover of Ben Crooks, and this is championship changing stuff, of course. Davilar doesn't need to force the issue, but he does anyway. Round the outside he goes of his main championship contender, and if he can stay where he is, he will be the World Touring Masters champion. Lap 21. Here's Jesper Torborg back in 4th position. He's made a pit stop. Some drivers going for 2 stops, some drivers going for 1. Oh, and Maspero just there hit the one of the back markers. Looked like Anthony Chiaroki in the Mercedes. And now these three are very close together indeed. Aaron Maspero going for a 1-stop strategy. Butcher and Torborg on a 2-stop strategy. And they have much fresher tyres. And here comes Butcher as well to overtake Aaron. Down Mountain Straight into Griffin's Bend they come. Side by side. Aaron's fighting it out, but not too much. Just about Butcher makes that move stick. Of course, fresher tyres helping his cause quite a lot as he tracks Jesper Torborg for the race win. Now lap 31. Ivo Simons has made his way back up to 7th position already. Now he's in behind Tommy Ojala. Tommy is the one who gave him the tap earlier in the race, which span him out of positions. And through goes Ivo Simons on the straight. Tommy just lets him go. Braking now hard for the chase. Now lap 41. Tommy Ojala and Jay Adjaros are now in a battle royale. And of course, Tommy Ojala has the superior power advantage. He's going to try a move that Jay Adji made earlier in the race around the outside at Griffin's Bend, but not able to make it stick, I do not think, unless he got great drive off the corner. He has got great drive off the corner. The extra power as well, helping him up the hill towards the cutting. And Tommy Ojala takes position away from Jay Adji. There's off the track goes one of the Mercedes. Now lap 48 of 49. Jesper Torborg tracking Peter Davilar for the win. He's mercilessly tracked him down, and onto the grass goes Peter Davilar. He's managed to withstand the pressure for so many laps, but not able to do so here, and through goes Jesper Torborg for the lead and possibly for his first World Touring Masters win. And yes, the winner is Jesper Torborg, taking the lead with just a lap to go. Out of the final corner they come. Jesper Torborg wins his first World Touring Masters race, 2nd place. And the World Touring Masters champion is Peter Davilar. There is confirmation of the results. 3rd place, Chris Butcher, his 3rd podium of the season, which has been a great season for him. 4th was Crooks, 5th Simon, 6th Maspero, and 7th Davis. But Crooks and Maspero were penalised after the race and dropped to 5th and 7th respectively. 8th was Tommy Ojala, 9th Jay Adji. So Tommy got the better of him in that battle, and rounding out the top 10 was a strong result for Wayne Morgan. That's it for World Touring Masters Season 2. Join us for Season 3, which is hopefully planned later in the year.